Howdy folks, welcome back to a new news video, and in today's Rec Room video, we're talking about Rec Room's new Rec Room update. So I don't want to waste no time, we have a full list of patch notes to go through and some actual key changes that they didn't note inside the patch notes. So we do have a lot this actual video, and of course, let's get straight into this big patch notes. Starting us off inside our general improvements and bug fixes, you guys will see that there's animation controller improvements. In regards to the animation updates, we had kind of already covered all of them a long time ago because one of the actual Rec Room developers had told us about it. But if you guys don't care, they added the following chips into beta: animation get timestamp, set timestamp, and get frame. Animation set frame now generates the correct amount of network key, no longer scales its frame index with the animation speed. They added a speed configure field, they added a confirm delete dialog for frames and object connections, added Rec Room object reset support to stop the animation and reset it to the first frame. Then they increased the frame cap from 49 to 100. Then they decided to reduce the ink to match the animation gizmo v1. Then there's a new beta chip, the request velocity set over duration. If you guys really care, continue to read on that actual description. Then they added the new collision detection volume component into beta. This is similar to the trigger volume but works better for detecting at fast speeds and getting more data when hitting players or objects. This is also the component used for Make It to Midnight to detect Bunky's hammer hitting players. And we expect players will be able to pair this with the swing handle to make great custom melee weapons. They added a new beta spawnable tool, Dialog UI, which is floating text box with some optional labels, an optional directional affordance, and up to 4 buttons. Now this actual, Dialog UI is really damn cool. I can't wait to see it on a bunch of NPCs in the future and stuff like that, and let's continue on. There was a beta update. They removed the throw handle from the spawner components. The editing curve and ribbon control points have improved. New to beta was the swing handle component, which is the thing that's supposed to help you swing with the melee weapons. Super cool. Someone had also showed a little demonstration of that. I really like that little demonstration because I think the way we just swing it around, especially in screen mode, is awesome. They tweaked support for emojis and extended the Unicode in chat. And that pretty much wraps up our general improvements. Now we have our bug fixes to cover. Players should see improved stability when suspending the game on Xbox. They fixed blurry text for PC VR player, fixed a bug for switching back from advanced creation mode, forced Maker Pen creation mode to move, enabled advanced creation mode on the Oculus PC build. Shapes in advanced creation mode now have labels. The arrow key navigation is available for all searchable tabs in advanced creation mode. Saving a room with the paste tool equipped no longer disables UI navigation on the room load in advanced creation mode. Runtime edited tags will now display properly when in advanced creation mode. Running add tag chips when an empty string will no longer add an empty tag for advanced creation mode. They fixed a bug with the disable physics option that prevented it from working for some players in multiplayer scenarios. They also fixed a bug that caused the log strip chip to not continue execution after saving a room with a scene to text screen component. Then they fixed a bug with the Swatch UI so that it updates correctly. Weapon prop beacon settings should now update properly between players. Fixed object highlight outlines in the mirrors on iOS where it would highlight all the actual, items and stuff like that. I covered that in a short. And the cat hat and Yeti hat can no longer be adjusted to completely cover the player's eyes now. Now that's all the bug fixes that we actually have inside this update. To nicely wrap up this update, we have Rec Room Studio patch notes now. Now Rec Room Studio is having studio functions. They provide a new way to author custom ships that interact with your Rec Room Studio prefabs. You can add studio functions to the Rec Room object component on your Rec Room Studio prefab, and each studio function you can create can be called by a studio function chip. They removed the options from the render pipeline converter that could break materials if used incorrectly. They fixed a bug where bloom/emissive materials weren't showing correctly on the Rec Room Studio. They validate that cameras have an output texture set to prevent drawing directly to the main screen buffer. They improved the camera validation messaging and added help links. The performance improvements for playing and uploading rooms. There's been performance improvements for playing or uploading rooms. They fixed the error, quote unquote, could not initialize the Rec Room API, the type initializer for ... through an exception. And that's pretty much it for this actual Rec Room patch notes. But there are a few things that are inside this new update that they don't note. Your holsters on screen mode will appear as circles now. They used to be squares, but they're now circles for some weird reason. I guess it looks better. What are your guys' thoughts? Be sure to let me know. And on top of that, if you guys go to look at your guys' profile now, you guys will see something has changed. The background for your actual profile is purple now instead of the old teal, grayish blue. It's now this nice little gradient purple. I like it a lot more, but of course, let me know your guys' thoughts. And that's pretty much it for our new Rec Room update. I know in this update there's a bunch of chips like the swing handle and the actual dialogue UI to actually help creators and builders make better UGC content in-game. Super cool update, and to be quite honest, it's honestly a W. But what are your guys' thoughts? I'll be checking out your guys' comments and stuff like that down inside the comments below. And on top of that, if you guys haven't already, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and support me in-game! Or you could always go to my profile. That's an option too. And without any further ado, folks, thank you folks for all watching this video, and I will catch you guys all inside the next video. Peace.